What an unfortunate kind of, state of affairs. Brinda Dige, your opening comments. Why such low conviction rates, Brinda?
Yes, thank you, Sudha. First and foremost, we need to understand that we continue to struggle and battle and combat patriarchy in various ways, including the courts, the judiciary. The other part of it, vacancies are too many, there are too few people who can handle these cases. All of that is true. There's no doubt about it. The next part is any child and the family coming and making a complaint of this nature will always be relegated to being told not brought up properly. So the fault does not lie with the perpetrator or the rapist. The fault always seems to lie with this child. But she's a girl, she's a woman, and that is something that even our courts do not want to consider it seriously. Any case must be tried in that manner. So while we might hear the Bombay High Court and some of the other high courts talking that the child knows, or the child did all of it, the issue is anybody 18 and below is a child, and that's how the case must be treated. The other part that you had made in your opening comment about victim protection, that is a big challenge. So when they turn hostile, it is because that protection is not available immediately. The law is clear. An FIR is registered, the FIR goes in for its forensic evidence and all of that. You have to extend protection to the victim because we know for sure that perpetrators are around and they are not going to spare this person. Let us also keep in mind that some cases require to be acquitted. Why should it be acquitted? Because we are looking at cases where young people, so when I say young people, we are looking at 15, 16, 17-year-old people who want to explore, want to experiment, and probably would have had sex. In those cases, what happens is the girls' party files these cases. And when the court looks at some of them, and the statements are made by the so called victim, survivor, then the court says, okay, this cannot be a act of terror or violence on the child. This is two people almost the same age, because I'm not talking of anybody who's a major. But if both people are minors, as per the legal definition, then yes, those acquittals have happened. But that number is very small. The other number is the alarm that the courts are not treating cases of child sexual abuse seriously. For that matter, our hospitals are not geared. We don't have counseling centers. We do not have trauma care centers. We don't have an ecosystem that is victim and survivor centric.
Yeah. So, Brinda, tell me something. Right from the point when a complaint is made by a child, let's say a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old, from the time the authorities take it up, let's say the local police, or the local collector, DM, whoever it is, takes it up until when it comes for hearing at the court, do you think that every step, there is a problem of when you say not taking it seriously? I understand it as victim shaming, slut shaming, also looking at the person's economic status, about what kind of social agency or financial strength that person has, and treating it like, okay, this can be done later, let's look at something else. And also the power politics, because if he is a politician, stroke, or someone who's strong, then obviously the person, the child's case really weakens. Would you agree?
You hit the nail, Sudha. Yes, I agree. And let us also keep in mind caste plays a
Okay.
very, very deep and serious role in this acquittals that we are talking about. And that caste is something that the justice system is unwilling to address in any which way. And like you pointed out, from the moment the crime has been committed, the person coming to the police station onwards, there is a problem. So crime has been committed, and we tell this child, don't talk about it. We tell this child that you talk about this, then the family's prestige and respect is at stake. So there is no talking. So it takes a long time for the child to come out. So when does a case get reported? Often, almost 80% of the cases get reported when they have gone to a counselor or to a doctor for some problem or an issue that has deepened as a result of that child sexual abuse. That is when they would want to come to the police station. The police take its own sweet time because remember, in such a case, if the case has come to the police after several weeks or months, forensic evidence is absolutely ruled out. Except that there is a medical diagnosis or a medical test that is done. Now, all of that is a problem because the law very clearly says
All right.
the case has come to court, we will take the child into our custody.